favorite time of year. How about you? That said, summer carries with it some risks for our pets. And one of those risks is overheating. Now, if you don't already know that you can't leave a dog in a hot car, we got some stuff to talk about, sweetie, okay? A car out on blacktop, even in mild temperatures with the windows cracked, it's going to turn into an oven in minutes. So yeah, you can't do that. Some other things to think about when we're worried about overheating are like the breed of the dog. So those Nordic breeds with really thick coats and undercoat, like they're going to get overheated a lot more quickly. Dogs use their nasal passages and their tongue to cool themselves. So any of those short-faced breeds, we call them brachycephalics, the pugs, the Frenchies, but even like boxers and bulldogs of any kind, they're going to be at higher risk for overheating and heat stroke as well. The color of the dog matters. A black dog outside on a sunny day is going to heat up a lot more quickly than a light colored dog on a sunny day. Dogs don't sweat. So you and I, if we stay hydrated, then we can keep producing sweat and then that cools us. It doesn't work for dogs. Now, definitely give them plenty of fresh water to drink. But don't tell yourself that that's enough to keep them cool because they're different. Dogs who are running, hiking, climbing, playing, having a great time, they're going to overheat. And, newsflash, they are not going to govern themselves and do a timeout when they're at risk. They're going to keep playing until they hurt themselves. So that's your job, my friend. You got to know the signs of overheating. So, I'm making this post because we're getting there, and every year it's the parade of the annual, it's like as I can count on it, like I can count on a Memorial Day parade, right? The parade of social media posts about overheating dogs and that you should cool them slowly, otherwise you're going to hurt them. That is not true at all. And in fact, if your dog is overheating and you don't cool them quickly, you could hurt them. So cooling them as quickly as you can is the way to go. And the best way to cool a dog down is going to be to douse them in ice cold water. So if you've got a cold pool or stream, if you've got a bucket of drinks, pull out the drinks, put the dog in, do the ice bucket challenge, dump it over their head. I mean, you don't want to freak them out too much, but get them soaked to the skin with water as cold as you possibly can, a hose, anything that you can do. And then air movement on that soaked to the skin dog is going to help evaporate and cool, just like sweat does for us. So getting them in front of a fan or air conditioning, but at least get them in the shade, right? And once you've got that done and you've stabilized them, then you can figure out where the nearest vet care might be. So remember this: cool first, vet second. Remember that. If you get them too cold, it's okay. We can warm them back up. It's not a problem. How do you know if your dog's at risk of overheating? Okay, we're going to splice in a little video of Juniper, my little dog Juniper. And she was out running around in the woods and she got herself a little overheated. Can you see how her tongue is hanging out? It's almost, it's flattening at the edges and almost starting to curl at the sides. She's starting to get overheated. So I took that video just a few seconds so that I could share it with you all. And then I gave her a drink of water, dumped a bunch of water on her, and I leashed her up and we went for a little stroll in the shade until she had cooled back down. It can progress when your dogs, have you ever seen them where their eyes get kind of squinty and watery and their lips are pulled back? It's almost like a grimace and they're panting so fast that they almost aren't breathing and they can't maybe even drink. That dog is entering the red zone. And if they start to stagger around or be disoriented, that dog's absolutely in full-blown heat stroke. And so you need to get them cooled as quickly as possible. Remember, cool first, vet second. Dogs are like toddlers. They are not going to govern themselves. They are not going to stop themselves from having a good time. That's our job as their humans. Want to talk about this some more? Come join me in my Facebook group. Follow the YouTube channel, get on my newsletter. I'll share with you all kinds of stuff. And, You know, you want to talk about it, you disagree with me, let's have a respectful discussion. I'll tell you why I said what I said, and you can tell me your opinions on things. I love a respectful discussion. Okay, guys, have a great summer.